Okay, good afternoon. It's 1:24 Eastern Time on Monday, September 26th, and just wanted to review sort of how things have played out today according to the potential storylines here. So we opened in range and in value, and A period traded well up to the overnight high and beyond, but we did not take out the prior day's high. Let me just back up here on the profile chart, and you can see that we didn't quite get it, even though we did take out the overnight high, which is right here. So I thought I'd put those in for today, but I did on my other layout. Okay, so basically the idea was to rotate if we remained in balance. Let me pull this back up again, make it stick. Okay, mixed to neutral market internals. I would say that they mostly were. They were back. They were negative a little bit, positive a little bit, negative a little bit. I wouldn't say the tempo was slow at all. I found the tempo to be quite. I can't really draw on this. Tempo was as expected, very choppy, and the volume. I don't know. Now I'm looking at NYSE volume here. I'm not going to say that the NYSE volume was low. It was lower than Friday, but it was higher than Thursday, higher than last Wednesday. You know, it's pretty decent, I'd say. So we've had some pretty good volume. Again, that's just my interpretation of it without digging in a little further. I don't always pay a lot of attention to that. Based on the frenetic activity, that sort of offsets for volume for me in some cases. So at any rate, we had pretty choppy tempo, I'd say, and so this made it as expected. You know, it's gonna be choppy and difficult, and it was. It was, and I actually did not follow my own advice and wait, and so I got chopped up. I got chopped up, not terribly, and I was, holding my own, but I made a trading entry mistake. Apparently, I actually was in a trade long, and it took a while to get going, but it went my way. I think it was 6 points or more, and I was not watching the P&L, which I normally do keep an eye on it. I don't know what I was looking at that kept me from looking at that, because I failed to notice, for some reason, apparently I was short when I believed I was long. So this is a rare thing that happens, and I'm sure it happens to everybody at some time or another. I apparently clicked in the sell column when I meant to click in the buy column. I'm still not 100%, and I could chalk it up to that. It does infuriate you to the point you want to call and have somebody dig into it and see what happened here. But I looked back through the record, and I saw the trade in there, and I don't know how it would have gotten the wires crossed between my click of the mouse and the brokerage. So I'm looking at it like I screwed up. So I had to own it, but that doubled me down to where I was, and that put me in a real bad position. So I'm done for the day, really. So anyway, we never got past the high. So anyway, the story one has sort of played out. We remained in balance, and we may continue to remain in balance. We haven't taken out the prior low day as of the last couple of minutes that I've looked. Nope, looks like we did. We just took it out. Anyway, so moving on. We're looking at story 4, reversing on or near the value area low. So this actually played out, and even though there were some really good trades going long, I'm not going to go over that. I'm going to kind of catch up to where we are. G period would have been a great place to get long against the value area low from the other, short, not long. Get short against because at this point we are one time framing down. We have completed the 80% rule, special situation, and we held below here into 2 TPOs and opened up way lower in G, came up here. This was a good place to look to get short and risk. You could risk a couple places that wouldn't be too terrible. Anyhow, the idea was to get short from the value area low, take it to the overnight volume value area low, and take it a piece at a time. The next stop would be, of course, the overnight low, and that worked out in the same period. And then, of course, to take out This blue line here is an S1 to take out the prior low of day. So that's been done. Now the other idea is to take out the prior low idea, prior low of day, and look for longs at pre-identified inflection points below. Well, they are, and I never scrolled down to show them before, but they are way down here. Guess what? They're on my other layout. They're not on this chart. At any rate, we've got a back end right here. So the idea in taking those longs, and you can do it at any inflection point along the way down, pivot points, whatever, is to watch market internals. Now they are moderately negative. I'll pull this in here. You can see 4.25 to 1 negative, and the tick moving average I use different time frames. I use a range in a time period, which I think it's 15 minutes. Let me see here. Yeah, 15 minutes. The moving average is below the 0 line, so that's something I pay attention to sometimes. So that's basically to the short side. So you'd be wanting to look to sell strength at this point, or if you're contrarian and you think that we've got enough volume up here and value is not even overlapping. It's just slightly overlapping to lower. Okay, so again, we are one time framing down, so that's to be considered, but we could see holding inside of Friday's range, which would, that's a reasonable hypothesis, I guess you'd say. Kind of missed the back end trade, but again, I'm done. I'm actually making lunch, and I thought, well, while things are heating up, I'm going to come up here and make a review. So there you go. So right now we're at story 5. Take out the prior low a day. Market internals, tempo, value do not support sustained trade below. Well, we're already seeing that. We've already rejected the prior low a day. So if we do get another push down, I think odds are good that some inflection points down there will hold, or be places to get long against later today. Again, one could even risk the low of the day now, as that would be a good asymmetric trade in my opinion to try for the long side if you believe we're coming off and going to roll back up a lot of these shorts. So it does kind of have a feel of a balancing day at this point. Again, here's the daily chart. See the bar. This is regular trading hours. Yeah, that's all I got, and hope you're having a better day than I did. Monday morning, high VIX, not feeling good, kind of joking about I won't practice what I preach, and lo and behold, I messed around and found out, the market's a meanie, and maybe it's just to get my blood going or something, and these aren't reasons to take a trade, just sort of the excitement of it, So I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you. Bye.